Hello everyone, Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. So today we're on the Taroscopes for the month of April, and this is for the Taroscope for the sign of Aquarius. So this would be if you have an Aquarius Sun, perhaps an Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Ascendant, or perhaps a North Node in Aquarius. Or even a South Node in Aquarius. Of course, Saturn is in your sign. Saturn has been there now for, I think, a year, maybe a little longer than a year. Aquarius, the traditional classical ruler of Aquarius was Saturn. So Saturn is well versed in the ways of Aquarius. But always, as with Aquarius and Saturn in Aquarius, there's always this sort of push-pull between keeping certain structures and mental pictures in your head while also wanting to sort of blow things up. Because, you know, we're dealing with the planet Uranus, the modern ruler. So there's always this push-pull between progress and holding back. It's, in a way, it's like one foot on the gas and one foot at the brake at the same time. But in that sort of back and forth and, you know, rather sometimes bumpy and tumultuous ride, we do get where we need to go. And things that need to be left on the side of the road are left on the side of the road. And things that are meant to move forward for us, move forward for us. Now, we do have a new moon in Aries this month, and we have a full moon in Libra, I believe. And so relationship, that axis of relationship is activated through the lunation cycles. And for you, Aquarius, that would be falling in your... Aquarius 11th house. Let's see. Aquarius, Capricorn. No, I'm wrong. Sag. Hold on one second, guys. I usually have this figured out before I get started, but I want to be accurate with you guys. If we have Aquarius here. So we have Leo, Cancer here, we have Gemini here, we have Taurus here, we have Aries, and we have Pisces. So we're looking at the third house, third and the ninth house, the house of mind, All right, so let's take a look and see what's up for you in tarot. I'm using the Good Tarot. And so this reading is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. And lest we forget that the president of the Ukraine is an Aquarian, actually, with his Sun and Venus conjunct in Aquarius. So this will be an important reading for him as well. Okay, let's take a look. What is the immediate... Where are you right now? Okay, we have the Ace of Earth. The Ace of Earth. This is about potential. The potential for growth. The potential for some new manifestation. Based on values. Or based on maybe a new set of values. Or certainly the idea of a new set of values. And then taking the first step on actually manifesting those values in the physical realm. The Ace of Earth, all the aces are very powerful in that they hold a lot of potential. The Ace of Earth requires the most work because we're dealing with manifested reality. There are certain steps you have to take in order to work with matter. Now, the intention and the spirit behind matter and the focus and all that is not necessarily connected to the earth element. But the physical manifestation of those things is. And so because it's physical, it has to be worked. So there's a lot of potential for new growth here. Let's see what's challenging that at the moment. We have the Nine of Fire challenging it, the need for healthy boundaries. The need for healthy boundaries. Also, the need for something to believe in. Something to believe in. So how do you continue to believe in the face of great opposition? In the face of great opposition. This in the Rider-Waite deck is the soldier with all the wands behind him. He's got one wand in his hands. He's got a boo-boo on his head. He has fought many battles, and this is probably the most important battle this one is the one that is going to put the wands to completion. So it's almost like the last step in a way, but that last step requires very, very healthy boundaries. Let's see what's underneath it. We have the Queen of Air. The Queen of Air is wisdom, it's justice, it's fairness. So these things must be based on fairness and good judgment and a belief in those things. A belief in the truth of the matter. Let's see what's in the past. We have transformation. This is, in this deck, it is the Death card, but it is having to let go. It is having to watch what has been previously built sort of move away, go away like dust in the wind. But in that process, there is the magic of rebirth. So the magic of rebirth is within the loss that we see. Behind me, I have my astrological painting that was inspired by the sign of Aquarius. Of course, Aquarius is an energy that breaks the stalemate. You know, it's like lightning strike. Like when you're at the point where you're like so tense and everything is so tight, and then something just breaks open. That's very much Aquarius. That's very much the Aquarius energy. Let's see what's in the sky. We have the messenger of earth. So, you know, the messenger of earth is a messenger. It's a promise maybe for support, but it's also, it can manifest. So if you reach up for it, you will attain it. So any help that you can get, take. Any help that you can get, take. There isn't really a string that you necessarily have to be concerned about at this time. In the immediate future, we have the moon. This card keeps coming up. It's been coming up. It came up many, many times during my other readings in March. This is, the moon is a card that reminds us that we have both an earthly nature and a divine nature. And oftentimes those earthly and divine natures are at loggerheads with each other, or they're separated in a way. We need to learn to accept both parts of ourselves, the earthly part and the divine part, and allow those things to blend, allow those things to allow your divine self to come into that place of sort of lower vibrational, emotional kind of like, who are we really? You know, I'm light, but I'm dark. And there's all of this sort of duality and challenge and emotional challenge with the moon card. It is a card associated with Pisces, and we have Jupiter in Pisces, we have Neptune in Pisces. So we have Mercury in Pisces this month. So there's a lot of this still Piscean energy. We're going to have the Jupiter-Pisces conjunction that only occurs every 12 years or so. But in the sign of Pisces, it only happens every 100 and something years or longer than that. So the fact that it's happening in Pisces is very significant. And for you, Aquarius, that Pisces is the second house of values and the second house of money. And so there are new opportunities, but it is in a whole new way. It's in a whole new way. Let's see how it's seen from the outside. That your fortune is changing. Your fortune is changing this month. And people are going to see it. They're going to go, wow, look at that. Rags to riches. In the domestic situation, we have the messenger of water. So this is your home life, your domestic situation. The messenger of water is messages of love, messages of aid, messages of help. So we see a lot of aid and help coming in the ways of even maybe humanitarian. If we're dealing with, if we're talking about Zelensky perhaps here, because he is an Aquarius, it could be help, humanitarian help for his people. And we'll see that this month, right? All right. Hopes and fears, the Three of Earth. You're hoping for stability. You're hoping that you can create and build what you need to build for a more reliable and time-tested sort of future. This is about people who are very good at what they do, coming together, bringing their heads together to create something. And so that's a hope. That's a hope. I doubt very much that's a fear. And we have the Seven of Water coming up as the outcome. This is a lot of choices, but also a lot of confusion. There's going to be a lot of things offered to you, but they may not actually be real. So you have to always choose yourself in these situations. The Seven of Water, the Seven of Cups, is symbolic of the seven deadly sins, the things that keep us attached to our experience on the physical plane, but keep us blind to higher possibilities. So there's a need to the desire to aspire to better things, to go beyond even maybe what's being offered to you and make it be something even more connected to spirit. Let's see if we can pull a major arcana. We have the Three of Air, which can be heartbreak but freedom. And the Fool, a whole new beginning. The Fool card is the Aquarius card, by the way. It's the card associated with Uranus. Uranus. It is the lightning bolt from the blue right there. The Fool card. Let's see what's underneath it all for you, Aquarius. The Hierophant, listening to your inner voice, letting your past life power and understanding and wisdom come forth in this life to aid you in making the right decisions. The Eight of Water, having to turn your back on something you've worked really, really hard on. That can be very difficult. And then the Ten of Earth, which is success and help and aid and stability. Before you get to that stability, you may have to give something up. That while you put a lot of work into it, you may not want anymore anyway. So be aware of that. Okay, so that's what's going on with Aquarius. Now we're going to pull a oracle card. And I did pull the Sacred Geometry Oracle. That will be the oracle card we use today for Aquarius. I thought Sacred Geometry and Aquarius went like peanut butter and jelly. All right, let me try to do this without dropping all the cards on the floor. How about that? Okay, got one card who refuses to come out. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. All right, the Sacred Geometry Oracle. So let's see what is there for you, Aquarius. This is going to be a very intense month. A very intense month. I know I say that every month. And in their way, every month has its own intensity. But we get through the beginning of April, things probably will calm down a bit. Just a bit. Until the summer, when Uranus conjoins the North Node. And Mars is there too. In Taurus. So we will see. We will see. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. A card for Aquarius. Aquarius. We have Invoking the Infinite. I'll show you the card. These cards are beautiful. They're just beautiful. Invoking the Infinite. We can see the infinity symbol there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think, here. Maybe more. I see 4. And the center of the infinity is the heart. You see that? Is the heart chakra. Oh, heart chakra. Okay, let me read this for you. I will hold it up while I'm reading it. It's like on a page between 2 pages, and I can't seem to. Hold on. I don't like doing that, but I have to. All right. Let's do this. Here we go. Healing and renewal. Well, isn't this what we need to hear? Healing and renewal. The figure 8 was received as a healing symbol, and research into its healing effects is ongoing. Lying on its side, the figure becomes the symbol of infinity, which is beyond measure. There is also a Mobius strip, the universal sign for recycling, which represents single-sided non-duality. Additional triangular geometry and color activate the flow of healing energy. You have pulled this card today because you are actively involved in a healing process. So that's what you are doing, Aquarius. You are healing. You are healing. And as you heal the world. It is likely self-healing that you seek, but you may also be asking for healing from another or for another. Energies move into your body from a divine source and through your hands to touch the place that needs attention. Use your intuition to help identify the weakness. It is often emotional healing that must take place to heal a physical wound. A wounded spirit is most comfortable in a failing body. Your healing capacities or capabilities will be catalyzed by your ability to connect with heart energy and to act with compassion. Act with compassion. Use your intention to focus healing energy and move into the place that will allow the body to act in accordance with its natural tendency towards good health. Accept the call to heal and renew yourself first, then offer this gift to those who will seek your assistance. Very, very powerful cards, Aquarius. Very powerful cards. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank you for the donations that you so generously give. They are much appreciated. And I know at this time it's a little bit harder than others, but have faith that you need to put your energy into that which is going to feed you and that which is going to nurture you. And so, and make you feel good about yourself and about the world. If you would like a reading with me, astrology, Kabbalah, or a combination of the two, please, you can contact me at my website, theseedyourtransformation.com. There's a link below. And keep your eyes peeled for my astrology and Kabbalah of April, which will be coming out. And a few days ago, I did do a high tea with Denise where we talked about angel connections and how the angels connect to us and some wisdom from our own journey with the angels and also some wisdom from the angels. And I'm going to be starting another Kabbalah class. For those of you who have taken one with me already, a beginner's class, I'm going to be starting a class called Climbing the Tree of Life. And for those of you who would like a little bit of a primer on the Kabbalah, that is also coming. Those things will probably not manifest themselves until about May because I have to do so much preparation work for that. But if you want to know what's going on with that, you can always check my events page on my website, theseedyourtransformation.com. Okay, guys, have yourself a great day, a great month, and many blessings to you all. Namaste.